Hello and welcome back guys to another video on my channel, A Traveler's Mindset. I'm Yannick. Today we're out and about once again and I'm gonna look for the most venomous and the most dangerous spider in the world, guys. I'm still in Sydney. One of the main reasons why I came here is to find the Sydney funnel web spider. Yesterday I was in the Blue Mountains. It's a very popular mountain chain here close to Sydney, and I was already looking for funnel web spider up there. But unfortunately I wasn't lucky, the weather was not right either, it was very rainy in that. Today I'm at a different spot. I'm pretty certain that we're gonna find one today, guys. I really hope so, it would be so cool to encounter one. The funnel web spider obviously very venomous, so we gotta be careful when we come across one. And there are also a lot of snakes around as well, so obviously I'm ready and prepared. I've already been looking with Rob, in famous snake catcher here that we've made a video with. We've already been looking here the other day, and I'm gonna be out here by myself today and keep looking, guys. Another bushwalk, how exciting is that? Let's see what we can encounter. I'm sure we're gonna see quite a bit here. When we were out with Rob the other day and we caught some snakes, I got absolutely annihilated by mosquitoes, by the bushes and all of that. So I went to the op shop yesterday and I got myself this beautiful, beautiful long pants, guys. Oh man, you know, I'd rather wear this and be a bit more safe than, you know, get scratched again. I wasn't really prepared. Also protection against, you know, spiders and snakes and that. I'm gonna head in there now. We're gonna be looking under old logs, rotten logs and rocks as well. Kind of moist and sheltered environment, you know, under the ground. That's where they like to build their burrows and wait for prey to come and then grab them. It's perfect funnel web territory and terrain. You know, a lot of old rotten logs around. Obviously when you're turning over logs and that, I gotta be very careful when I grab them and turning them around, because if you grab under a rock or a log and you can't see your fingers anymore, you know, there could be a spider sitting right there or a snake and it could bite you. So you got to be very careful. Always grab a log where you can see your hands, you know, where you're kind of safe, and then turn it around safely. Or use gloves as well for safety. I've got some gloves just in case. You just got to be a bit aware and obviously be careful, because under every rock and log you turn around, there could be a snake or a spider. I'm gonna have a look in this vicinity. That looks pretty good. Also want to make sure that you put the logs that we're turning around in the exact same spot, because there are also obviously smaller animals and insects living under there that are hiding. So we're going to put it right in the same spot where we lift it up, put it right in the same spot. Oh shit, look at that. That is a ant nest. And we're going to close this. They're quite aggressive. I don't know what ants they are, but they look very closely related to the bull ants, most dangerous in the world. They look very closely related, very interesting. Don't know if that are jumping jacks, I don't think so. It's so hot today, guys, and let me tell you something. I don't sweat easy. I don't sweat easily, so yeah, it is always a mission, you know, to come out here, and there's some tough conditions sometimes, but you got to be ready, stay hydrated, stay safe, and yeah, a lot of water, very important. You know, if you're out here, obviously let someone know where you are. Definitely found a spider here with an egg sac, but absolutely not the spider we want to find, so we're going to put it back. The Sydney funnel web we're looking for is about like 20 times, 30 times the size. So what happens when the spider bites you is you're going to feel it straight away, because their fangs are huge and it's going to be very painful. Nausea, headache, dizziness, vomiting, sweating, all of that. And then eventually difficulty breathing. You need to seek like medical help ASAP. Big web, but oh guys, That looks very much like a web from the funnel web spider and that little hole where they're hiding. One way to find out, I guess. No luck here, guys. Damn. I definitely reckon that a funnel web spider was living there before in that little burrow what we found, but it might not be there anymore, who knows. You know, they move on as well. But yeah, very cool. Let's keep looking, man. Staying hydrated, one of the most important things on a hot day in the bush, man. Yeah, I got bitten by a little ant. I didn't see that there was an ant then. So we found one. Oh my god. This gets my heart racing. It's just there in its burrow. I want to try and get it. Wow, there it is. Funnel web spider, guys. Holy shit. It's huge. It's huge, guys. There it is. Oh. Alright. There you see it. Oh my god, it's a female. The most dangerous spider in the world, guys. There we go. Look, the size of it. Wow. Look at it, guys. Amazing. Gotta be very careful. Wow. Alright, I got it. Guys, wow. We got it. Holy shit. Oh my god. Man, my heart's racing, my heart's pumping. That's why I'm doing this stuff, guys. Adrenaline, man. If you try and look for the most dangerous animals in the world, you know, look at that, guys. The most venomous spider in the world. And I'm very lucky because this is a female, right? So the male funnel web spider, Sydney funnel web spider, yeah? They carry 6 times the venom of a female. But still, man, you don't want to get bitten by that one either. Got her in there for a bit, that doesn't harm her. And we'll put her back and she'll be fine, but man, look at that, the size of it, man, huge. Wow, guys, this is just crazy. I can't believe it that we actually found one finally, man. I just literally was about to give up. We got her here. My goodness, what a beautiful spider. So the thing is with these, right? They can't jump, which is amazing right now in my situation. They can lunge forward, so you always got to be careful. You know, usually their defensive mechanism is when they feel threatened, they're going to stand up with their front legs and show their fangs and venom dripping from them to warn enemies, you know, if they feel threatened. Like big funnel web spiders, their fangs can grow up to a centimeter. So they can definitely puncture human skin. Their fangs are so strong they can puncture a human nail, which is crazy. So you got to be very careful. They're quite aggressive if you threaten them, but usually they just like to do their own thing, you know, living under logs and, you know, waiting for prey to come by, and then they drag them in their funnel system. What makes it the most venomous spider in the world? Well, if you get bitten by one of them, all right, especially a male, man, you're going to be in trouble if you don't get help ASAP, because it is actually known that this venom can kill a human within 15 to 20 minutes, which is crazy. Obviously depends how certain people react to their venom. You know, allergic shock, allergic reaction. Some people might be more affected than other people. But if you get bitten, you need to go to the hospital ASAP and probably gonna get a dose of anti-venom. If they bite you, they go straight away as much venom as they can into your system. They're gonna puncture your skin. They go in, then they pump their venom in. Sometimes they also bite multiple times before they run off and let go. And man, you need to go and seek help ASAP. I think there were 15 fatalities by this spider. So this spider is responsible for 15 of those deaths. And I'm sure most of them would have been by male funnel web spiders, Sydney funnel web spiders. But the thing is that in the 1980s, luckily, I think it was the 1980s, anti-venom was created. And since then, there were no fatalities as far as I know. Now that I got one here, I would be able to drop it off at a spider drop-off station. That's how they call it here in Australia, wild. But what they're mainly looking for are egg sacs, female egg sacs. So where there are about 150 of those little spiders are in those egg sacs, and they are using them in the research facilities to create antivenom, life-saving antivenom. Because I don't have a car with me and I don't necessarily want to take this with me on the train in the public, I'm gonna definitely set it free. Man, this spider is definitely an arachnophobic's worst nightmare. I don't know if you can see it through there, probably not. I have a lot of respect obviously right now here. Oh man, I'm even holding it in that container feels a bit beautiful spider, man. I can't believe we finally found one. This is another dream come true, guys. I can't go to Australia and not make a video about the most dangerous spider in the world, you know? When I was a kid, I saw this spider. I bloody saw it on TV all the time, you know, and now having it here in front of me in real life is just crazy. And it tries to go out, but the thing is with funnel web spiders, they can't walk up like flat surfaces, you know, so they like to crawl on the ground. And the male funnel web spiders, they would just move around the bush and try to find females to mate with. You know, some people might think I'm bloody cooking or something, you know, brought the cooking spoon and whatnot, you know, the dustpan cleaning and cooking, but nah. That's my tools to catch the most venomous spider in the world, guys. Hey mate, how are you?
Not bad, yourself?
Yeah, look what I got here.
Oh, beauty.
Yeah, it is, isn't she? Usually you wouldn't encounter them, but obviously if you look for them, you will. You don't need to go deep into the forest to find the funnel web spider. You know, I literally, where I found her, is right on the path where people walk every day. They also live in suburban areas. They find their way into people's homes, and then that's when it gets dangerous because they have pets and little kids especially. You always hear about cases, you know, little kids got bitten and almost died and just made it because obviously kids' immune systems are not as strong yet as an adult. The venom can affect them more. The most venomous spider in the world in a dustpan, can you believe it? But yeah, she's safe there. She doesn't, you know, it doesn't affect her too much. I'm gonna release her soon. And as soon as I saw her, man, my adrenaline was pumping, you know, because I turned this log over and I saw some cockroaches and some ants running around. But then I saw this leg coming out of a spider web and something big. I was like, oh, that is one, man. And then she poked her head out and I was like, oh my God, there she is. Adrenaline right away, man. But yeah, I'll release her now, because I want her to be safe. Also, if you guys love the Sydney funnel web spider and any other Aussie wildlife as much as I do, you should definitely check out Blessington watches, guys. This is the funnel web watch that I got here. Look at how beautiful it is, stunning. They have a huge range of iconic Aussie wildlife. If it's the bold, aggressive character of the funnel web spider or the elegant, deadly character of the eastern brown snake, whatever suits your style best. They are of amazing quality, very uniquely designed and made in Australia by the Blessington brothers. Two brothers that are working hard to make a difference and create something special and truly unique. Same as me. So I'm proudly announcing my partnership with them. The link to their website, guys, is down in the bio. Check it out. The best thing is, I always feel like I got a piece of Australia around my wrist. Every time I look on my watch, it always connects me to Australia, which is special, man. No other watch does that. Anyway, now it's time to move on. I'm gonna put the log back now. Then we're gonna leave her in a natural environment. How cool is that? Thank you so much. I'm so grateful that we found her. See ya. There we go, guys. Yee-hoo! So this is the walking trail. Yeah, and I've just found her under there. Under there. So right next to the walking trail, guys. That's crazy. How cool was that, guys? One of Australia's iconic spiders. What a find, man. One of the big reasons why I flew over to Sydney as well is to find this little fella. Very successful. I've just been here in Sydney for 2 or 3 days and today was my last day, so the pressure was on that I'm gonna find one, and I did, man, so I'm very happy. What a time in Sydney, man. We saw some of the most dangerous snakes in the world. We found the most dangerous spider in the world. Very cool trip. It took me a couple hours now to find her, and it's very challenging conditions because it's very hot today. So I'm glad that I finally found one and I can get out of this forest. Probably head to the beach, go for a swim or something. That was the most dangerous and the most venomous spider in the world. Second spot, the Brazilian wandering spider, I'm pretty sure. And then also the redback spider. The elusive redback spider, very common in Australia. You can find them Aussie-wide indeed. And the females are usually black and brown. The males are usually light brown with a bit of white in it. And the females are the ones that are a bit dangerous, and the males, they are usually not. Very typical. You can see the red or orange stripe along the backside and the hourglass shape
marking. They usually hide in dry, sheltered, dark areas like rocks, wood piles and sheds. I indeed encounter them quite often at work or anywhere around the house really, so they're just part of Aussie life, mate, you know? But anyways, it's pretty cool to see this large female here drag this earbug in her web. Poor little bugger. The redback spider has a neurotoxic venom which can affect the nervous system, causing intense pain, fever, nausea and muscle spasms in some individuals. They're usually not aggressive, they're more so like skittish, but they obviously will bite when they feel threatened. Antivenom exists in case of a really severe bite reaction. So that's good news. There have been a few deaths by the redback spider as well, but very, very rare. Alright guys, we're back at daytime now and look at that redback spider web. She got some egg sacs there, you can see. And that's the reason why a lot of people would call pest control and all that. But they don't harm us here, so we just leave it, but yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you go out into nature here in Australia, don't be afraid. You know, those spiders in there, usually you won't come across them. Please, if you have any suggestions, any personal spider stories, you know, just chuck it in the comment sections. I'm always happy about comments and all that. So, you know, just chuck it in there if you guys are passionate about nature and outdoors. Amazing. I'm glad you found my channel. I'm glad you're part of the community. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. Leave a like, comment, follow the channel as always. I appreciate all the support and let's keep going, guys. I'm just out here and doing what I enjoy doing. Thank you so much, guys. Take care out there and I'll see you in the next video. Till then.